Hey guys, welcome to a finale of the Traffic Talk. This is the last one that you were going to see for this year because today is the 26th of December. So yeah, I'm just going to jump right into a couple of quick topics that were suggested to me and some thoughts that I had. As you know, my name is Tyrone, also known as Otter. And yeah, these are unedited, these are raw, so you kind of just I ramble for a while. So the first topic that I actually wanted to talk about was something that we're actually on our way to now, is just the amount of food that people seem to eat during this season in December. I don't have a reason, guys. I'm literally down below there, you can't see it, there is food in a pot that my lovely wife has made. My wife is in the car, she's just being camera shy. As you can see over there, there's her arm, she's trying to feed our child. And our child is in the car, you can see over there the baby seat. Yeah, so she's made lovely food. We're off to go to family to have another meal with them. And yeah, just there's different types of food, there's lots of food. I had lots of turkey yesterday. My mother-in-law made a really good turkey, which is surprising because generally turkeys can be quite dry. So I enjoyed that. I don't know what other food you guys may have had, if you had a different type of food. What's your traditional food? We normally have gammon or pork type of thing, or turkey or chicken or whatever, depending where we are at, but it's normally like a chicken is normally there. I'm getting stopped by all the robots, which is traffic lights, which is great. But yeah, food. The great thing about making food is this now is going to dovetail towards next week, where we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. I'm not going to jump ahead of the game, but everyone eats so much food now that guaranteed it's a whole bunch of people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to eat less. I'm going to sorry, my wife is whispering, so she thinks you guys can't hear her. It's fine. What was I saying? Oh, New Year's resolution. So people are gonna eat all this food, then they're gonna go, oh no, I gotta eat less. You know, I gotta go back and slim down and go to the gym and stuff. And that's fair, but we'll talk about this next week. But really, just don't eat like a crazy person. Then, like, you don't have to gorge yourself on food. You can have tons and tons of leftovers. We're gonna have tons and tons of leftovers, and that's great because it just means we can have those for lunch instead of having a whole nother meal prepared. So yeah, eat the food, enjoy the food. Tell me what food you are eating. I saw someone yesterday who was making pizza in a like proper fireplace thing, which is really cool. We don't have any of those type of skills to make those type of foods. But yeah, tell me what you guys ate. I'm interested to see what people are considered as a tradition in terms of their foods. Like I said, I was just normally gammon or chicken or turkey. We had this really weird thing, last rant about this really weird thing a couple of years ago called turducken, which was chicken and turkey and duck, like mixed. I don't know how. That was interesting. That was interesting. That's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah, so what else can we talk about? Well, before I started off on this road trip, I was watching a stream, which was kind of interesting. Very briefly, though, I wasn't there for long. And it was for a game that I can't even remember the name of, but it was this really weird game. And the streamer watches these talks, so hey man. But it made me realize something about the industry, in terms of the guys in the industry, the content creators, everyone that's streaming stuff and doing these things. And it just made me think through it, because I enjoy his streams normally. I didn't enjoy that game, to be honest. Like, it was weird. And it just led me to just, he's got an opinion too, have just a thought, and maybe just share it with you, that sometimes, guys, it's okay to not like the stream that someone's playing. You might have a favorite, streamer, you might have people that you interact with a lot, and if they do something different, don't hate on them. Like, and it's okay, guys, if you want to make a video, I think I've made that quite clear on my channel. If you want to make a video that you enjoy, or a concept that you enjoy, and it doesn't fit in, my whole statement is do it. Like, really, I did a video on this. Be different, it's okay. And I'm quite passionate about that, because it's alright to not love everything. And if someone likes something you don't hate on them for it. I mean, they're different, and that's fine. And if you like something that everyone else doesn't, that's also okay, as long as you enjoy it and you don't like try and shove it down everyone else's throat. Like, just enjoy it. I know people out there who enjoy Sims, and I, to be quite honest, do not enjoy the Sims games. I find them strange and somewhat boring, but that's my opinion. What?
Sims is cool.
My wife likes Sims.
Especially when you can make things.
She likes making things. I have my own life to lead. I don't want to micromanage another little person's life online. Anyway, that's my own opinion. If you want to enjoy the Sims, enjoy the Sims. I'm just not going to play it with you. That's okay too. Something else that came up was people were talking. So during the stream that I was watching, they're talking about the Friendzone, which was kind of funny, because it was like a choice-based game, and they had to friendzone someone. And I'm fortunate enough that my wife and I have been together for long enough that I've never had to really experience that. So yeah, it was kind of a funny thing, because they, like, the way that the stream ended up going, the person got friend-zoned and like ended up crying and running away, which I suppose is probably somewhat accurate for people who get friend-zoned. Like I said, fortunate. My wife and I have been together for years. So if you get friend-zoned, guys, this is my advice: get over it. Like,
That's so mean.
my wife thinks I'm mean, but it's true. Like, don't pine for somebody that's not interested in you. And if you know that if you end up in the situation, right? So there's two things that happen. If you end up in the situation where you have to friend zone someone, to be quite honest, you've probably done something wrong already, because you've led them on in some way. You've had some conversation with them that's given them this hope. And you probably, if you're honest, you probably know that you could have been a little bit more like clear on boundaries, so that you didn't give the wrong impression. Again, that's my opinion. So if you're friend zoning someone, you should probably be thinking about how they ended up with that thought or hope to begin with. And if you have someone in that you know you need to friend zone, my advice is just like bulldoze into the situation, and without being like insensitive, just be quite clear. Just be like, listen, let's just make sure this is resolved now before you get your hopes too high. We are just friends, rather than lead someone on more and more, because you don't want to hurt their feelings, because all you do is you give them more and more hope, and you make it more and more awkward. And if you make it clear right in the beginning, then there's no more problems. Then they can deal with it, and the awkwardness will be there, but it will move on, hopefully. Again, if you're in the friend zone, guys, like, just deal with it, move on. Don't pine over someone that's gonna treat you like that. Don't let them be the thing and the source of your own happiness. You can always find someone else. You know, like, it's kind of cheesy to say, but there is other fish in the sea, and you're not stuck in a desert somewhere. So yeah, don't pine. Don't pine. Let me just change lanes here. So that's some really quick stuff that I want to chat about. Be different, guys. Oh, I got this really cool thing. So obviously today's the 26th. There were gifts given out yesterday. We are going to go shopping for certain types of gifts. The one gift I did get was a Nerf gun. I'm not sure who gave me the Nerf gun. I think it was someone from work, but I'm not too sure. I know it. I do know it is. Yeah, it was someone from work. So yeah, I got this little Nerf gun. It's not that big. It's about this large. It's at home. It's quite fun. My wife is now taken to waking me up by shooting me in the morning with it. Which yeah, that adds another element to a reason to get out of the bed quicker. It wasn't sore, and yeah, it didn't necessarily work because I just rolled back over. But yeah, Nerf guns, those are fun. Like if you have spare cash and you want to buy something that's random, buy a couple of Nerf guns and shoot people. I just advise, shoot things. I don't know. Be safe, guys. Please don't shoot people. That's never really a good idea, unless they consent to it, I think. Okay, yeah, let's not get that's a random tangent. I'm not going to touch on that. I'm not responsible. Be responsible, people. Don't do reckless things like this car in front of me. Okay, he's gone. Alrighty, I am almost at the place where I'm going for the food with the family, and so we're going to say goodbye now. There was another suggestion about doing faces and stuff like that I've noticed in traffic, but maybe I'll do that next week because I'll be stuck in traffic next week. Yay. Okay, anyway, yeah, enjoy this chat. Let me know if you have suggestions. Thanks for those of you who did make suggestions. Let me know if you have suggestions either on my Twitter, which will be in the description eventually, maybe not immediately once this has been published, because I will only do the timestamps when I get home, or just leave them in the comments below, and I will pick them up there. So I'll catch you guys there. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that's nice of you. And I just hit 100 subscribers, so that's great. Yay for me. Okay, cool. So remember, sharing is caring, guys, because if you enjoy this, let your friends enjoy it too. Share it with your aunts and your uncles around the lunch table during these public holidays. Okay, bye.